guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Say hi. Say hello. I am Milk and this is Milk Astrology. For those of you who don't know me, I do astrology videos, and lately I've just been doing like tarot forecasts for every week. PJ.
Until he comes back in, you're not going to be able to record.
But lately I've been just posting tarot weekly forecasts once a week on my channel, and they've been doing well. People have been liking them, so I'm going to keep doing them. And today I have everyone's upcoming weekly forecast, and I feel like the people that have it the roughest right now are maybe fire signs this week, are going through it a little bit, but it's not even that bad. So let's dive right in. I'm gonna go by elements, and I would prefer that you apply your rising sign, but you can apply your sun, moon, and Venus or Mars. I just prefer rising. I just feel like it's more accurate. This reading is for air signs. Yeah, for air signs, this is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Apply your rising sign over everything else. You can apply your other placements. I just prefer rising. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune upright, so your luck is turning. Things are getting very optimistic for you. Things are working out for you a lot easier and a lot smoother than usual. It's almost like your luck has turned for the better. You have the Hierophant reversed, so you could be taking a step back and reevaluating everything around you. I think you're going through a moment where you're like, I could do this differently, or I could do this better, or I could do something entirely different. And you also have the Lovers here. So with the Lovers, I want to say that this week upcoming is things are going good for you. I think that things are going a lot smoother, but I also think that you're realizing your own worth and like what you're capable of. And I think that you're maybe taking a new route with your relationships or with people in your life, and I think you're trying things differently. I don't know if maybe you're trying to improve yourself or if you're trying to improve your bonds around you, but I think you're taking a different approach, and I think you're kind of taking a step back, and you're just kind of like, so it just seems like you're taking a step back and you're going for a different approach with people, and I think that it's working for you. I think you're having good results with it. Now, oracle wise, I have emotions are running high, super moon, which is appropriate because we do have the full moon coming up. I have third house. Third house communication, which is appropriate because this is an air sign reading, and y'all love to communicate other than Aquarius, well, sometimes. And then I have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. This one's more of a hippie oracle deck. It's pretty, so I like it, but it's kind of more spiritual based, and I sometimes don't really like that. I feel like you are having a very positive week. This is a very good, like, emotional breakthrough. Like, it's good for communication, it's good for getting your point across and working together with people on like what you want. And it's also, keep in mind though, because you do have the Hierophant and you do have emotions are running high, this doesn't mean this is going to be like your best week ever, because I think you're going to have to like go through some sticky reevaluations, and I think you're going to have to like take a different approach or a new route. But I think that this is something that's going to work out for you. I think it might be a little uncomfortable at first because communicating with your loved ones is never the easiest, but it's going to be positive, and it's going to be worth it, and it's going to be all that good stuff. So air signs, you have a good week up ahead of you, which is good because last week it was not good, and I hope you guys are feeling better. But yeah, you're gonna just have a good week for relationships. If you're single, this is a good week to make a dating app. Download it, re-download it, I don't know. And for earth signs, I have Princess of Swords. So you're very like intuitive, you're very calculative right now. You're also looking at how to take on a lot right now. You're taking on a lot of different goals, different tasks, and you're excited about it. And again, this is just you over prioritizing everything, Two of Pentacles, but you're also like thriving right now. Like you're comfortably in a state where you have a lot of energy and you have a lot of ambition to tackle new projects, and you're excited about that, and it's something that you really want to do. And Then you also have the moon though. Again, this is like a full moon week, so there is going to be like fatigue and emotional tension. So I think just be careful not to repress your emotions and shove all of your energy into work and then feel burnt out. Make sure that you're taking time to like do things that feel creatively fulfilling to you and like are able to exercise your ambition and your goals without just doing the most textbook productive things, because I think that's going to make you feel really fatigued. So just be careful with this. I think your heart is in the right place, your head's in the right place. You have a good week ahead of you if you can use this wisely, but you have that all or nothing habit mentality, earth signs. Again, earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And you guys are just very all or nothing, so I think that it's good that you're finally like recharged and you're ready to tackle new things and start new stuff. But you're also very emotionally vulnerable and sensitive right now, and I don't think you realize it. I think that you might shock yourself by doing too much and then being like, oh wow, why do I feel this way? I think it might surprise you. So just be careful with what you choose to do. Again, keep doing it. You don't have to like go hide in your room all week. This seems like a good week for starting new things or finishing projects, but be careful and make sure to check in with yourself. I also have these oracle cards for you. I have Leo, expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, vital, guideless, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, excessive. I don't know why they said juicy. I have trust the niggle. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? And then a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And I think all of these cards are pretty appropriate with the tarot cards pulled, because it feels like you have a lot of fiery like energy. You have a lot of ideas right now. You want to go and create things and express yourself, but I think you need to also stay alert. Don't get swept away in like something that sounds really like exciting and fun, because you're going to blind yourself. You have to just be a little bit more, how am I saying this? You just have to make sure you're checking in with yourself throughout the week. I think you have a lot of positive plans, but I think if you're not careful, this could end up being like a completely different, dramatic, kind of unnecessary week, whereas all of your energy and ambition seems like it's in the right place right now. So you just need to make sure that you are not burning yourself out and not oversigning yourself up for things to accommodate everyone but you. Make sure that you are accommodating yourself as well, and you'll remain enthusiastic and you won't feel fatigued after. So for fire signs, I have 8 of Cups. So someone is really just weighing on you right now, and I think you don't know how to handle it. I think you're feeling really bothered by someone or something, and instead of just like admitting or like trying to acknowledge it or address it, you're hiding from it. You're running away from it. You don't want to talk about it. I don't even think you want to admit there's a problem. I think you're kind of in this headspace where you're like, I just don't want to deal with it. I don't know. You feel like there's tension. I think you're picking up on someone's tension. Someone has an issue. I think you can tell, but you don't really want to acknowledge it. I think it's partly like you're just kind of tired of being like, I think fire signs in general go through these moods, but fire signs have this mentality of like a kind of being so argumentative or just completely not at all. And I don't want to make it sound like you're gaslighting things or situations, but I think sometimes you go through this moment of like, I'm so tired of like big dramatic fights and always being so confrontational unnecessarily. I'm tired of always being the blunt one. Like, I'm just gonna take a step back and just avoid everything this week because I just don't feel like talking about it. You'll know, like you'll be aware of like all of the bull crap that's taking place, but you just don't want to put your energy into it. So you're trying to run away right now. You're hiding. And then also strength reverse is pulled. So this is kind of a huge blow to the ego for fire signs, because this means that maybe the situation makes you feel really insecure. Maybe you don't want to find answers because you feel like you're not okay with yourself. Maybe this is bringing up insecurities within you. And it shows like this week you're taking yourself too seriously. I think in the attempt to try to like have a lighthearted week, because you're kind of like your mission right now is to not have a very dramatic week. I think unintentionally it's becoming really heavy because you're being really introverted right now, which is unusual for you. I think you're taking a step back and you're going into your little hermit shell, and you're feeling like really down about something, I think related to someone else, but it's also bringing up issues with yourself. And then Six of Cups, you're also feeling really nostalgic this week. Again, Mercury is still in retrograde and there's a full moon right now. So this is a week that could really be affecting that and you specifically for those reasons. But the energy for fire signs this week is very heavy, and it's very like nostalgic. I think you want to feel like you want to get back in touch with like your inner child, but I think you don't know how. I think you're feeling a bit stuck, and I think you're feeling really like unsure of yourself. And I think a lot of your resolutions come from trusting yourself and following what you want to do and not being so stuck on like how to make yourself be digestible for other people to consume you better. Like I think you need to stop worrying about other people, and I think you need to focus on building yourself up and getting back in touch with your inner child. Like you're taking yourself way too seriously right now, and you need to not do that. You need to take a more lighthearted approach to everything, because you will be hit with these emotions and it will suck, but I think what gets you through it is not forgetting to breathe. You also have oracle cards like Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. You also have Venus, beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, style, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, you need to just get back in touch with that inner child. You need to stop taking things so seriously. You need to relax. I think things aren't as bad as you think they are, but I think you're so dramatic at times that you can forget that this is just like a small annoyance. It doesn't have to be a big deal. And new moon, a new start is coming, which it is, but you need to really trust in yourself. And if you feel like this conversation is really going to ruin your whole week by avoiding it, then maybe you should just acknowledge it, because it seems like you trying to run away from your problems is only making you a lot more out of touch with yourself. And also just don't forget, like you need to relax. You need to breathe. You need to realize like things are not as bad as you're making them out to be. I think you're just psyching yourself out, and you need to remember like that you're okay. I think you think that you're not okay, and I think you're kind of psyching yourself out and you're getting really paranoid and you're getting a lot of anxiety. But it seems like everything around you is actually not as bad as you're feeling it is. I think you're just not aligned with yourself right now. And then for last but not least, we have water signs. Water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and I almost said Sagittarius, Scorpio. So 9 of Pentacles, you're feeling really financially okay right now, or just really secure. Maybe you're secure, you're comfortable at your job, in your house, in your environment. You're feeling just like connected to your environment in a way that just you don't feel like you need to question anything in a way. Queen of Pentacles, you're also taking time to really nurture yourself, I think. And if you haven't been, then this is telling you like you need to, like, you've done enough. Everything around you is okay, but now you need to check in with yourself. Because 4 of Swords reversed is here, and I think you're really feeling burnt out. I think you've been spending so much time investing in like your job or savings or paying off your credit card or school, grades, people, like trying to make sure that everyone around you is okay. Maybe you have a really needy best friend or like a really needy relationship, and you've been trying to like accommodate that or like accommodate your in-laws. I don't know, but now you need to accommodate yourself. This is telling me like you're good, everything around you is okay, but you're not. So maybe you need to nurture yourself, take some time to nurture yourself. You also have oracle cards like Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius, because I don't think you are. I think you're so focused on trying to make sure everyone is okay, that you're not being phony or playing pretend, but I think you are kind of trying to just be overly optimistic or cheerful, because you just don't want to burden anyone, but like you need to be more vocal. You need to be more honest about where you're at. You don't have to be the smiling 1950s housewife. It's okay. Like, you can have a bad day. You're allowed to have a bad day. Everyone else around you is allowed to have a bad day. You can have one too. And then I have Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Which I thought was so ironic when I pulled Queen of Pentacles reverse, because they are both very much telling me, like, check in with yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself, treat yourself. This week, treat yourself. Like, I mean, I don't want to, like, be the person that you blame when you spend too much money, but I'm really feeling like you need to treat yourself. And Pisces is such an interesting card that I pulled. I know I could read the description. I will in a second. But, because Pisces energy to me is like very connected to their intuition and their subconscious, and they're constantly retreating into themselves to recharge. So I felt like this is like a good opportunity for you to like chill at home, relax, have a lazy day, Postmate some sushi, you know, like drink some wine, watch some TV, you know, like read a good book. Like, I feel like this is like the vibe that I'm getting for this week for you. And also, like, don't be afraid to do that. And don't be like ashamed to do nice things for yourself. I think if you're feeling like someone around you is like not going to accept you doing anything for yourself but only for everyone around you, maybe that's a them issue. That's not a you issue. Don't make someone else's insecurities your issues. Overall, that completes this week. I'm really excited. I'm really happy to have given you guys like a pretty hearty, like positive reading. I feel like the past few weeks I've been kind of like doomsday for some of you, and I hate like when tarot people or astrology people are just only like fear-mongering in their work. So I'm really happy to have like pretty happy readings for the upcoming week. At the same time, I don't want to like make everyone overly optimistic. I mean, tarot cards are always subject to change. Not a lot of these cards were major arcana, so minor arcanas are more flexible. But at the same time, I don't see a lot of like red flags. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and please turn your notification bell on, because the YouTube algorithm pretty much doesn't help people the way that it used to, and I'm really trying to make it on YouTube. So if you could just please turn it all the way on and make sure to subscribe, like, comment below, tell me about your last week. Tell me if the week that I predicted was accurate for you. Tell me how you feel about this week. And I will see you in my next video.